Life is easy. Right?
According to Satan.
Yeah, according to Satan. According to Satan.
That's how it is.
I missed Drunken Peasants so much this week.
Oh, yeah?
They didn't post this week because they were doing their Los Angeles meetup.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't post any episodes, and I got real lonely.
I'm still working my way through.
You're getting there. How far are you now?
I listened to the Sandy Hook episode.
Wasn't that rant
That was
best?
a beautiful rant. He got so loud and angry. Freaking Paul's ego.
It was so good.
I want you to send me empirical evidence.
I want autopsy photos of your dead kid.
I want you to bring me the corpse of your dead child. Bring it to the... And I need to inspect it to make sure it's real.
Only then will you get my money.
For some context, there was this guy who was like, Sandy Hook shooting didn't happen. And I'm willing to bet you $25,000 that it did not happen. Send me some... You put up your $25,000, then I'll put up my $25,000, then you show up to my house and you show me some evidence, and I'll decide if it's worthy of $25,000.
How do you think that's going to end in any situation?
And then a later episode, somebody just shared with him some evidence without ever doing the agreement or whatever, and he's like, so somebody sent me this picture of an aerial view of the parking lot.
Yes.
Of the parking lot of Sandy Hook. I want you to notice, first of all, the parking lot is empty, and also, if you look real carefully, you can't see any oil spots. Fake.
That guy shows up in like 3 or 4 more times.
I know. I've listened. What was the last episode I listened to?
I can't remember what else he talks about, but oh god, I love him.
Thoughts?
Good thought.
The last episode I listened to...
Way to use your words on that one.
The last episode I listened to was Brett Keane.
Butt King.
Talking about atheism is unstoppable.
Oh, yeah? How's that? How deep into that saga are you right now? Like
almost
month?
Done.
Okay, yeah. That goes on for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to make the comparison because I didn't think anybody would know what we were talking about. But now that Brett Keane has come up, and by the way, Brett Keane is probably the most unscrupulous person.
Yeah.
Or that's the right word, right?
Unscrupulous?
I guess.
Maybe?
Is that the word? He's a dickbag. He's a giant dickbag. Ski Craze Teddy is by far the Brett Keane of speedrunning.
That we know of, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Games you love.
He does a bunch of dick things, and it's everybody else's
and
fault.
He's 39.
Right.
I love on the Drunken Peasants wiki.
Yeah.
It says everybody's name, alias, what they do, what their age is, and it's 39, and in parentheses it says, "Really? Fuck."
I know, right?
Because this guy
he
looks like he's about
65.
50. Yeah.
65, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awful.
Darn.
I have the motherfucking opera memorized.
I love it.
Definitely. I memorized it, I think, the day after we got back. There's a video called Brett Keane, the motherfucking opera, which is so good. I don't know what the opera song is, because I don't know titles of opera songs.
The Woman is Fickle.
Okay.
Madonna,
I could have sat in this basement for 1,000 years and never come up with that. That one.
Oh.
That's the one. They put lyrics to it, all about
no.
Brett Keane, and
Oh,
it's
no.
so fucking good.
It's pretty great.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drunken Peasants are fantastic. Really good podcast. Have you ever listened to them?
I listened to parts of episodes.
I showed you the one
Okay.
where the one after gay marriage was legalized, and you listened to all the people say, "We're being persecuted."
Oh my god,
Where
right?
the one guy was like, "We are the slaves being forced to pick cotton." I'm like, "Dude, you were an old white man who really just went there." No.
Oh my god, yeah. They're the people that they can find
Yeah.
for that. It's just incredible.
I
I'm so
know.
disappointed they haven't put up any of the things that I've sent them yet.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I wanna send them my theory about Dorn.
And how her name is Dawn.
Her name is Dawn because Brett Keane. This is Brett Keane's wife.
Darn.
He's instead of on, he says
Orn.
Orn, which makes me wonder if his wife Dorn is Dawn.
I'm surprised they didn't think of that yet.
I know.
That makes sense.
I know, right? I've never seen her name written anywhere,
Yeah.
so I don't know about that. I don't know. It's a brilliant theory. It's the best theory I've ever come up with.
It's just a theory.
A
name
Dorn theory.
I went with a rhyming scheme. A name
I was-
theory.
That's just a situation.
An
An
individual
individual situation.
Oh, what was I going to share with the podcast today that I completely forgot about? There were like two things.
Yeah.
I rely on you to remember things for me because I can't remember things.
But then you say, "Oh yeah, I wanted to share something with them, but I forgot." What was it?
Well, in the
don't
meantime,
know.
let me tell you about the religious people who showed up at my door yesterday.
Your Dorn?
The door, yeah, they knocked on the door.
It's the Dorn bell.
Yeah, the doorbell. It really wasn't anything spectacular. It's why I kind of just glazed over it.
Yeah.
But basically, I answered the door, and it was two guys. And the one guy was basically like, "Let me ask you a question." And I went, "Okay." And
That's what you did. You went,
what? And he said, "Do you believe in morality as it is written here in blah 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 blah?" And I didn't even look. He had it open, and he's showing it to me. And I didn't even break eye contact. And I went, "No, I don't." He's like, "Oh," and then
and there was your mistake.
we had a good back and forth, honestly,
Okay.
of different things. The one thing that he said was like that I actually found I wish we had gotten into further than what we did, which he said well, you got to admit in these more modern times that morality has kind of really drifted off. And I went, no, I don't. I really don't. I think morality has just changed over time.
Yeah.
It
People's
doesn't fit the
opinion-
Bible anymore.
People's opinions of morality has changed.
Yeah, and certain people, and I tried to emphasize I wasn't talking about them. I sort of was. I said, but some people need to be dragged into the future kicking and screaming.
Interesting.
It was a very interesting conversation. We had a good talk.
I love whenever
The one guy never said a fucking word. He didn't even get on the porch. He was just off the porch, and the one guy and I just kind of talked.
I don't know why people think that a gas station is where sinners work, because they always just walk up to the counter and just be like, "Have a blessed day," and hand us like a little stack of the tiny pamphlets.
Oh yeah.
And the last...
You have a garbage can specifically for those, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's great because the last one I remember getting, it said, "Do you have your ticket to heaven?" I'm just like, let's see, tattoo, gay,
Tattoo that just says gay.
not yet.
Not yet?
That one's
Are you gonna
planned.
get that? You should get that now.
I'm thinking of doing something with like the pansexual flag somewhere.
Okay.
Shit, what else was there?
Blue hair.
Pagan.
Oh, blue hair. That's a good one. Yeah.
Just like, oh yes, I am totally on my way to
Yeah.
heaven.
I'm on the straight and narrow. Look, Avenged Sevenfold
nothing.
shirt.
There's nothing straight here. My fingers aren't straight. Nothing.
Nope.
I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was. Fucking.
I don't remember either.
Oh, did I ever talk about the one time at work where somebody bought me a DVD?
Oh.
It was all about how RFDI chips are satanic, and we like
Are those the ones that they put in dogs?
Yeah, but they're doing it in people in like certain, like I think it's a couple of the European countries like Switzerland and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then instead of like a credit card, you just boop, done.
Yeah, it's the like chip readers or the magnetic.
Yeah.
I feel that
It's
would
like
be
a
a
chip
lot.
reader wrist thing.
That would be a lot more useful, like if somebody got murdered to find out where they were.
Actually, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. There's so many benefits to it.
Yeah.
But apparently, the one con, satanic, can't do it. That's the
Yeah.
end. It's
I
just
still
the end
want
of
to
it.
get that hoodie that says "Smoke meth and hail Satan," just to see
Yeah.
how people react.
Smoke
the-
weed every
Get the
day.
smoke pan every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
There you go.
and the Dynor.
The dino.
You gotta get the Dynor.
Why is that so popular?
I don't know.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
I guess on tomorrow's episode they'll talk about how many it's sold. Last time it was like 2,500 or something.
I
like
listened to the 2 Vigilant Christian episodes.
that. Yeah.
The,
Did you get to the point that I keep telling
the
you
Vigilant
about
Christian Mario is
the old Vigilant Christian?
yeah, he's a Canadian dude who found Jesus through conspiracy theories, and now spends his time making videos about
what most people find.
conspiracy.
Now
Pick up that book.
the
Yeah.
Illuminati is everywhere,
Yep,
and he's
sure
going to
is.
tell you all
Anywhere
about
there's
it,
a triangle.
more or
it's
less.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
What did you think? I told you about this moment a couple times, but what did you think whenever did they do an episode that you listened to? Was it the one with Vegan Gains
Yes.
also? What did you think about the moment where they were able to have Vegan Gains say, "Yeah, I think I'm a little psychotic"?
Yes.
And Mario's like, "All right, well listen, don't
Yes.
do any of that actual medicine shit. Just pray about it."
Yep.
And Paul went, "Hold
Hold
the
on.
fucking phone."
Because earlier he Mario was like, listen, I don't want this guy on because he keeps interrupting and saying stupid shit. I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation.
Right.
And then he comes in, he's like, okay, listen. And then he goes, Mario, what if you're the one who's like, misled?
Yeah.
And he disappears.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I can't hear you guys.
Yeah, that's it.
and
That
then
was pretty
leaves.
much the amazing thing, that whenever they're like, I guess putting him in a corner, I guess, he's just like, oh, technical difficulties, what? I don't know, it's like the live news when somebody runs in and says, fuck him in the pussy.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, can't hear shit, sorry, I'm going under a tunnel right now. I'm standing in a field and I'm going under a tunnel.
Oh man, the whole live news thing reminded me of more adventures with the lottery. How
Okay.
freaking Fox 43 News decided to come
they show up.
Yeah, they came to my
Yeah.
Reuters and decided to record me printing out lottery tickets and
Nice, I
talking to
wish I'd
customers.
seen that then.
Just like, I'm trying to work. Get the camera out of my face. I'm gonna lose my job.
You should have hammed it up as much as possible, where you're like smiling at the camera, never breaking eye contact while you're just printing things out. Here's your ticket.
Like, at first
Creepy
I was
smile.
really nervous about it, and so I was just like, okay, I'll just do my job, and then like, you know what, I'm just still me working here, so I'm like
Pretty
chatting
much.
with the customers,
Yeah.
my blue hair sticking out of my hat,
Yeah.
which I'm surprised I didn't get a letter from HR, because we're not supposed to have it.
Really?
It's supposed to be like hidden under my hat, but
Oh.
it sticks out.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Who cares? Nobody
They
cares.
do.
The
Fuck
Rudders
them.
family cares.
Fuck them. They're probably
Rudders
religious. They're probably
family.
deeply religious, and they don't get. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured it. I thought so, actually. Yeah.
How did you get hired there and I didn't? That's
You're
what I want
not,
to
you're
know.
not Rudder's material, Casey.
I
I'm
must not
sorry,
be,
but
'cause I
that's just the
applied to,
way
like-
it is.
I applied to like 3 different Rudders before I started working where I work now, and they never even got back to me. I went in
Because they
their
hired her.
I went in their store being like, "Where's the manager? I want to know if I got if they saw my
Yeah.
stuff."
Application.
Yeah, but
Sorry, the manager told us if you showed up to tell you to fuck off.
that's basically what happened.
No,
Too.
that kind of does happen a lot.
Really?
Yeah, where it's like, oh yeah, we're not hiring anymore. Okay, that person said their name right. Okay, nope, we're full. Nope.
One time
Yeah.
I walked into a Rudders to check and see on that
I've
same
actually
thing.
done that too, now that I think about it.
I walked out and they took down the now hiring sign as I walked out.
That's funny as hell.
Yep.
I did that with somebody when I started working at the hotel. Like a couple months after I started there, this guy showed up who was very clearly not hotel material. He showed up and he goes, "Hey, I applied for a job here like 3 or 4 months ago," and in my head I went, "I got your job," and he's like, "I'm just wondering who I could talk to about it, if if I could, if there's anybody I could talk to," and I'm like, well. In my head, I thought, well, this person's here right now. This person's over there right now. This person's here. I went, nobody's here. Sorry.
I'm sure that happens often.
Yeah.
I love when people with weird names call in to say, "Hi, can you look at my application?" Because they want to leave their name and number for the
Right.
manager.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we had someone call in with the first name Moises.
Moises.
You know, Moises, like in the Bible.
Like the guy who, yeah.
Moises.
Moises and the 10 Commandments.
Or you had Shanita. And that's not the funny
Shanita.
part. Her last name's Balls. Shanita Balls.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Like,
Cool.
my boss wrote that down and he had to go to the bathroom. He just, like, had to go away.
I'm sorry, and your name, please? No, really.
Oh man, I would hate to have that happen to me.
Oh, you're going into teaching. Have fun
Oh,
pronouncing
yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Have fun with LaDeja.
Or Shafid.
Shafid,
Which is
looks like
spelled
shithead. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Or Famale. Female.
Or Shadynasty, which looks like shitty nasty.
Did I ever tell you about...
Angelo or Angelo?
Did I ever tell you about this one comedian that I know who does a joke? He was an English teacher for a while. So he does all the classic, kids with names jokes, He has one where he had a group of kids. There were 4 of them in the family, and their names were Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing a show with this guy, and he did this joke about how stupid these names are, and one guy goes, "Those are my kids." And he went, "No!" It was amazing.
That's great.
And he said, seriously? And the guy's like, yeah. He goes, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, the bronze
Is
kid.
platinum your favorite?
Yeah, the bronze kid feels so inferior.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did they like have a fourth kid by accident? And we're like,
Tin.
shit, where do we go
The
now?
fifth one, tin.
Yeah. Like after gold, where do we go?
Yeah, exactly. Where
Go
do
for
we go
adamantium.
now?
Adamantium, there you go.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Vibranium.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
Dumbest name for
I
anything.
know,
ever.
right?
God, that's stupid.
Let me look through my stories so I can tell one.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
And then we'll end off.
Cool. I was actually just about to say, well, I guess we're done now. Oh, it's my time, everybody.
Oh, this is a good.
By the way, I've decided to end all of my... Since I'm another comedian on Twitch, I've decided I want to end all of my streams with That's My Time.
Nice.
Done.
Keep that gimmick going.
Yeah,
That's how you
exactly.
win. So there was a guy who went to our youth group. His name was Keith,
Okay.
and he was like the ultimate skater, pothead, drinks monster guy.
Gotcha. Mountain Dew Doritos type?
Mountain Dew Doritos type. Well, he wasn't like the Broham kind of guy.
Right.
But he was like a total stoner,
Yeah.
and it was very obvious.
No kidding.
And one time he got like really sick or something, so the pastor's like, "We're gonna try faith healing, guys." So like,
That'll work.
stand in the center. We're all gonna put our hands on you, and I'm gonna pray for you. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, how'd that go over?
He started getting better, and then he got hit by a car.
Like
Broke both his legs.
at the prayer healing? Because
No,
that
it-
would have been amazing.
it was like
oh,
a-
guys, I think I did this wrong.
No, it was
I don't
like, it was like a week later.
That's awesome.
I know.
I love that.
And aforementioned girlfriend at the time
Uh-huh.
lusted after this guy like you wouldn't believe.
Really?
So she was just like a mess when this happened. And it was really funny. I was not going to say anything,
Amazing.
but yeah. That's something you can't make up.
You're going to be fine.
Yep.
Semi.
It was like a Silverado or something, like a really big truck that hit him.
Oh my god, that was Jesus' truck. Actually, he knew what that guy
Jesus
was
took
doing.
the wheel.
Jesus,
Yeah.
yeah, Jesus drove an F-150.
Yeah, exactly. You know how satanic Monster Energy drinks are? Have you ever seen that video?
No.
It
Bottoms
was.
up and the devil laughs.
I don't remember where. I don't know where this took place. Some sort of convention
That's what it
or
looked like.
something. Yeah, where some lady
Christian
was set
soccer
up.
mom.
Yeah, she had this big booth set up of like Monster Energy drink and
It's like the,
satanic, and it was somebody. This is a video clip of somebody who said, "Oh, we're gonna record this,"
Yeah.
and then they pulled it up and they went over and talked to her. And it's honest. It is actually pretty amazing how many of those things that she said actually lines up. It's so bullshit, but it's really interesting.
How the logo is 3 6s.
The three Jewish Hebrew sixes,
Oh, okay.
which I actually thought that's a tremendous coincidence.
Yeah.
Actually,
Bottoms up and the devil laughs.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, what was the one thing? They're like, there's a cross somewhere on it. So when you drink it, the cross goes upside down.
Oh yeah, because that's totally a satanic symbol.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you saw the commercial to The Conjuring 2. It sure is.
Thanks to Satanic Ghost Pope,
Yeah, yeah.
where their cross is upside down.
Exactly.
That's their symbol.
All right, this has been a very long episode.
It sure
Yeah.
And
has.
post show.
And
I think they were proportional, to be honest with you.
probably. Well, I'll edit it down if need be.
Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want.
Yep.
You're the editor. In
Thanks
chief.
for listening to the post show. Check out our next episode,
Thank you for the post show.
which will be our last episode ever.
Yeah, well, that actually kind of sucks. Ish. After we're done here, let's talk things.
Okay.
Okay, so let's hang up and talk things. Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right.
Listen to some old episodes, watch Game Boy Roulette, do other things.
I love you too.
We all love each
No,
other.
you hang up first.
No, you hang up
No, you
first.
hang
No,
up
you
first.
hang up. Fine.
Hang up already.